everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lena and I make college and book related content here on YouTube, and today will be a Study With Me Finals Week edition. So the day that I was filming this was Monday, May 9th, which was the first day of finals week, but it was a day that I didn't have any finals, so I treated it as a work day. As you saw, I packed my bag, went and had breakfast, and then I headed off to the reading room where I'm sitting right now. On Sunday night, I usually plan out the first few days of my week, but this is obviously even more important for finals week because really every moment counts, for my sanity at least. And so I decided that I was going to work on my medieval drama final paper. It was a research paper and I just actually submitted it today. And my topic was on anti-Semitism, Catholic liturgy, and stuff like that during the medieval period. So here I was just trying to work on the draft, hammer out more aspects of my outline, and just really try to get some work done. Obviously, one of my essentials for studying is tea, and I have that lovely mug that my friend gave me for Christmas that I absolutely love to use when studying. The most unfortunate news was, after about an hour and a half, I really stopped being productive in the reading room. I just felt like I couldn't get work done. I would like to blame it on the fact that I wasn't able to sit in my normal seat, and yes, I have a normal seat in the reading room, but someone else was sitting in it. So I decided that it would be more effective for me to go back to my room and attempt to do work there, and that was actually a success. So I just continued doing work, but I decided to switch gears a little bit and move to constitutional law. And so our final for this was part take home and then part in person. So this was the take home portion, and I was working on one of our hypotheticals, and these take a lot of brain power for me just because I second guess everything I try to say, but I was just trying to hammer out some citations that I wanted to use for my hypothetical opinions. After a 30-minute lunch break, I came back to my room and I got out my supplies for American Lit. My in-person final for American Lit was actually on Tuesday morning, and so I decided I needed to do a little bit of studying for that. Part of the assignment was to do passage identification as well as some mini essays on very broad prompts. And so I needed to just review all of the pieces that we'd read so I'd be able to identify them if I needed to. And then I also just wanted to think a little bit about potential essays that I could write. I was going to write some mock theses, and then I just gave up on that and just thought, we're good enough. On American Lit for about an hour, and then I meant to film myself making tea and I forgot to start filming, so that's lovely. But my next task was to go back to con law and work more on the hypotheticals because honestly they just take a lot of time. It's going back and reading lots of opinions that we've read for the course, and then it's thinking about my own thoughts, thinking about precedent, thinking about the way that I'm going to shape that, how I want to respond. So it's just a lot of different moving parts, and so that's what I was working on right here. One of the problems with studying in my room is definitely how uncomfortable I can get in my desk chair, so I love sitting in this position, which is basically tilting my chair all the way back on its back legs and leaning against my bed. Is this highly dangerous and have I fallen before? Yes. Yes, I have. But that does not stop me from doing this because I enjoy it, and it's actually a pretty productive position for me to be in. So I continue to work on con law here and just, try to keep the motivation flowing, get some good work done. At 2:30, I decided that I'd had enough work for now and I needed a break, so I decided to go outside. And I just headed out to the Saddlemeyer Trail, which is one of the trails on our campus. And I spent about 30-ish minutes walking on this trail. It was really nice just looking at nature, the flowers, the water, the trees, all that kind of stuff. And then after that, I sat outside and read for 20 minutes my book, and it was just overall a very enjoyable little break from studying. It was a little hot, I'm not gonna lie, but I still enjoyed myself. And I highly recommend taking breaks if you can when you're studying, because it really just gives you new perspective and also is really good for your mental health. And yes, I'm reading this book solely because my name is in it. When I got back to my room, turned on some Harry Potter music, and decided to start working on my Harry Potter project. So this is a creative project that I am working on, and I decided to make a scrapbook that is Molly Weasley's and is just basically, a mom's scrapbook of all her proud moments. And I'm just including letters to all of her children as like the creative aspect of it, of like offering further insight into the Weasley world. Yeah, it's kind of like my more low-key final, but it definitely is taking a lot of time because I have to write all the letters and then also I have to actually make the physical scrapbook, which is a lot of effort. But I am enjoying it nonetheless, and it also is a little bit of a study break from writing all of the essays that I have. Then I went back to working on the one and only medieval drama essay, The Light of My Life. After supper, I kind of went through a lull period and wasn't getting much work done, so I turned on some great French music and decided to do some planning for the next few days because I was getting a little stressed about when I was going to be doing certain things, and I want to remind myself of deadlines and things like that. So I just took some time to outline that, and that made me feel a lot better. And I'd also obviously changed into my night clothes for the night, so I was just trying to assess what needed to be done and also pay attention to what I already accomplished and being grateful for all of the work that I had done that day. After doing this, I kind of figured out what needed to be done, what was the most pressing assignment. So I hopped into bed, and I almost never work in bed, but I love working in my bed because I can sit up against this like wardrobe behind me, and it's very nice. But obviously it's dangerous because I could fall asleep. But I was having the time of my life listening to Cinderella, the French version, and just getting work done. Here I was working on another part of the take-home exam for con law. There were 3 different take-home parts, and so obviously all on different subjects. So I just spent a lot of time on con law, if you couldn't tell. So I was just working on this portion right here. I had 2 docs open. One of them had all my notes, and then the other one was an outline that I was making for my responses. So I was just working on that. And if you're wondering where the camera is, it's propped up on my collarbone in this shot. That's why the camera's kind of moving with my breathing. But yeah, I just did this for a while until I got really, really sleepy. At 10:45, I decided I was done for the night because sleep is still very much important, so I went to bed. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you all next week.